man, so the Neon and the Breakfast Club interview has the streaming universe going crazy, everybody up in arms, you know. During the interview, Neon was questioned about his troubled past, and Neon was holding it down. He was giving solid responses until Adin Ross came into the chat and instigated things. The Breakfast Club read it on air, and things just went crazy. The chat was talking crazy. Jess Hilarious in particular was offended by the racial jokes that people were saying in the chat, and that just reinforced some of the thoughts that people had initially about him, because it's like, if you are saying that you're doing better, but yet your chat is moving this way when someone disagrees with them in any type of way, it'll make you think differently, okay? So despite the noise between Neon and Jess Hilarious, that's where things are really tense between them two. But since then, the Breakfast Club's fans have moved on because they were not really interested in the conversation in the first place. But the streaming world and their fans have been attacking the Breakfast Club for the past few days. They dropping hella dislikes on the video and shit because they're upset with the Breakfast Club style when it comes to hard-hitting questions, shit that make you feel uncomfortable. They've been doing this for years though, dog. I'm surprised that y'all new to this shit. But some people just faking the funk. Like, say for instance, the person that runs Academics TV, he was going hard on the Breakfast Club, but yet at the same damn time, he's using clips of Charlamagne trying to catch SZA in a lie on the Breakfast Club. So y'all familiar with his game then?
And from the computer, like,
you might be 30, SZA. You make a lot of old references.
AOL?
Dial-up AOL.
You never had AOL and AIM?
Oh, you might be over 30.
You're crazy. I'm 26.
26.
If I was, literally, there's Twitter.
So yeah, it's been a thing. Nicki Minaj and SZA going back and forth. People have said in the past that SZA's lied about her age, so they trying to use this clip saying Charlamagne calling it out, woody woody woo. But I'm just saying, y'all know how Charlamagne get down. Why y'all acting new now? I don't fucking know. But I do think what people really want to know, everyone, even the Breakfast Club fans and the streamers and their fans, want to know why the hell was Neon on the Breakfast Club in the first place. Now, Adin Ross had his theory.
Neon, we had a conversation. Your PR lady definitely knew what was going on. She knew putting you here, that what they were going to talk about and shit like that. And that's just not right. And I'll take a stand for it as well. I'm not trying to put you in another situation, but she definitely knew. Because guess what? When a manager or when a PR person lines something up for you, they always ask, well, what's going to be talked about? What's going to be? So you got to watch us trying to line you like that too, bro. Because that's not right. They put you in an uncomfortable ass position. I'm happy that Tav sent me the link to your stream. I tapped it and I started talking. Because once you started seeing my chat logs, you started to see that these people were just straight up being fucking rude, hating, toxic, etc.
So Adin Ross low-key think he got lined up, man. I do think he should have been prepped though. He should have been prepped. Because if anyone knows the Breakfast Club, this is what they do. This is what they do. So many of their guests used to talk about being scared to go to the Breakfast Club. That's why you had certain clips where Birdman and whomever, they'll pull up with crazy energy because they know how the Breakfast Club is going to come at them with certain questions. Charlamagne would damn near get his ass whooped on camera for the sake of content. That's the type of nigga he was. He didn't calm down though, but that's what he was telling Neon in the conversation. But Charlotte actually breaks down why Neon was on the Breakfast Club. Just peep this when he was talking to 85 South Show. He give the whole rundown as far as how things happen.
Well, I like how y'all been treating the guests lately. I saw the Neon clip.
Oh, God.
Y'all will never start a streaming career. Y'all are already blocked.
The man shitted on Harriet Tubman, man.
He did.
He shitted on who? Shitted on Harriet Tubman. Somebody shitted on Harriet Tubman.
That's what he did, man.
Man, y'all listen, man. The content's falling off if y'all got to interview people that shitting on Harriet Tubman. Y'all have lost your luster. And y'all had him up here, and then y'all wanted what we up here for.
Invited him up here. You know how Charlamagne
That's
be
not
with
true.
the
What
kids.
happened was he reached out to me to do his stream, but then he kept asking to come up here because he wanted to announce that he was leaving Kick to go to Twitch.
Go to Twitch.
And I'm like, okay, we've had a stream up here before. DDG been up here, so why not?
He didn't even announce it after. He was like, I'm not announcing it here. He was like, I don't even want to announce it here. He was like, I'm not
break the news.
I mean, we've interviewed people that are on to come up. I'm about to say we had Big Dank up here.
Who that?
That's the chick that had this lawsuit against the Uber. Dude told her she couldn't fit in the back seat, so she filed a lawsuit. But Neon wants to go to the Breakfast Club. He's the one. Him and his PR, they wanted to make the big announcement as far as him moving to Twitch on the Breakfast Club. And he put out his trailer today as far as him moving over from Kick to Twitch, all right? Now, what's crazy, and it's like, it may be a common theme in this situation. Adin Ross spoke on the situation saying, that's my brother, I'll never pray on his downfall. He'll tell you that. I've done nothing but support and guide him. I'll never snake him. He put the work in to be where he's at, and I'm happy to see him win. If it works, it works. I just don't see Twitch fitting. I'm being real. Someone says, Adin said, I've done nothing but support him. One sentence after he says, I don't see it fitting, LMAO. What y'all think about that, man? I just think sometimes Adin gets a little too reactive, and that may be my issue with him and some things that I see from him. I don't think he's aware of some of the shit that he does. But let's get back to talking about like the interview and the backlash that the Breakfast Club was getting because people going crazy. And shit like this don't make it no better. Like, what the hell was this, bro? This was after the interview right here.
All right.
But you need to definitely make that right with Kai.
Oh, for sure.
And Kai's mother.
For sure.
And the family of Harriet Tubman.
Alrighty, thank you guys so much for having me. Appreciate it.
You did a video saying you're gonna be on the show tomorrow, so
okay.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well.
You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Neon, I'm gonna grab a quick tune-in interview promo with you. You follow me. I'm OVO Eli.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Damn, they wouldn't even shake my hand, bro. That shit just... They didn't even shake my hand. None of them.
What? Neon, bro. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about, dog? Let's run this back one more time. Nigga said they didn't even shake my hand. They talking, laughing and joking after the interview. Jess comes and taps on the back. Charlamagne is the one that reaches out to give him a dap. Neon didn't come for a dap yet. Charlamagne reaches out to give him a dap knowing he's leaving. Envy puts his fist up for a dap to dap him before he does. And then Lauren said, give me a hug. Neon, your chat got into your head, bro. Your chat got into your head, dog. And I'm glad he's leaving to go to Twitch so he can continue evolving to be his own man, because I think what he was doing on Kick or whatever, it made him want to be more salacious and do wild shit because the platform gives you the room for that. But I think he's learned that he doesn't have to be that way to make good content. So that's why he understands, man, I don't have to do this shit, especially as I'm growing up and this shit doesn't align with me. Everything that goes on over here doesn't align with me. I can work within these constraints and grow more, because I've seen so much people talking shit about the Breakfast Club and saying, oh, they need Neon. Dog, I looked at the numbers and I already knew this about the Breakfast Club. They're not hurting at all. They don't need Neon. But I want to go and see Neon's numbers, and they're very good for any content creator. They're amazing. But it's not crazy numbers, especially in comparison to like DDG coming to the Breakfast Club. DDG has great numbers on his own coming to the Breakfast Club as well with that. That's a huge look because the audience is aligned. And speaking of the audience is aligning and everything, like let's get into one of the best takes I seen from the situation was Phantom. And it was just a sensible take. It ain't even much, dog.
Breakfast Club, I seen that shit. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Word, bro. That was nuts. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what it is though too? I saw clips. So you know what? When it come to clips, chat, you gotta be careful with clips, chat. I seen the clips of the Breakfast Club situation. I'ma keep it a buck. Chat. That shit looked crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit looked insane, bro. But at the end of the day, it's clips, and I got enough IQ points to realize that clips is just clips. And if I really want to know what's going on, I gotta watch the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna hold on no clip game.
And for sure, that's real shit right there, bro. Now, most of the streamers and their fans, they were pissed off. They was upset, and I get it. Mainly because, one, they consume content through clips. This is a 50-minute video. It's not a live stream, so yeah, dogs. And mostly, they feel like they're under attack by the old heads. I see it all the damn time on social media when the blog posts a streamer, people be like, y'all watch this type of content? Like, who really is entertained by this type of shit? So the streamer, that whole world, they are in defense mode. And I get it. I understand the situation. But some of y'all lads been acting like Karens in the comment section. I've been seeing y'all motherfuckers. And I did want to clown some of y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all live. I'm gonna just go ahead and try to bridge the gap of understanding so y'all can get what the hell going on. So firstly, as we know now, Neon wanted to go to the Breakfast Club to announce that he was going to be leaving Kick and going to Twitch. Charlamagne was going to go to his audience, but he wanted to go to the Breakfast Club. So he wanted access to the Breakfast Club's audience. That's why I made the comment that Neon wants to extract from the culture. The Breakfast Club and their fans have been sitting there loyal for 15 years. They have a culture over there. It's rooted in hip hop and black culture. That's their culture. I view this shit too. It's our culture. So they have a loyal audience, and many of them are unfamiliar with Neon outside of his controversial clips. So it's a great chance their viewers haven't heard any of the apologies that you may have heard. It's a great chance of that. And that's why you kept seeing people saying, why is Neon on the Breakfast Club in the first place? And it's because the things he's done in his past doesn't align with their audience. So if Neon goes to promote something to their audience, then the viewers do their research and find out about Neon's crazy past. The Breakfast Club will get backlash for platforming him and not asking him questions about those things. And honestly though, all Neon has to do is be humble and take accountability, in which he was doing until Adin came in the chat and gassed him up. Then the chat gassed him up too, and things were uncomfortable with moving forward from that. But listen dog, he's still young, he's still impressionable, so I get it. It makes sense that he was conflicted in that moment. But the energy that he received was warranted. I don't care what y'all say, that shit was warranted. I don't care how young he was, dog. Just simply answer for it and move on. Now, I'll admit, Just Hilarious, she was obnoxious with her persistence, but not wrong for her position. But if you watch the full interview, after trolling him a bit, Charlamagne and DJ Envy always stepped in to humanize Neon because they admitted that they made the same mistakes in their past. They said it several times, like, just look at this one time right here.
No, but
by the way, the one thing that's so funny though is I guess they're not really listening. I told you. What did I tell you?
You can unmute it, JCV.
I'm glad you learned early what so many of us like myself learned late.
Yeah. How long do you think it took you to realize stuff like that?
Man.
Child, listen.
I was wilding well into my 20s.
He just told me that my hair, I don't got no edges.
Probably early 30s.
10 years on the radio.
Listen, this was crazy, right? I'm glad that you're telling your chat to chill. I don't give a fuck about what they're saying about me. You have 2 black people working for you, 2 employees. And they are spewing the monkey, the this, the that, all the racist comments. And you got 2, like you got a black man protecting your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your cameraman, black.
Yeah.
You feel me? They ain't got to know me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But these people are obviously close to you. They work
100%.
for you. You gotta love them because you wouldn't need, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this shit by yourself. You have to have a team. Team is black. A lot of them. Obviously,
I think my entire team's black.
You know what I mean?
Publicist.
So it's like,
shout out to Brandy.
That's my girl. That's my sister.
Right. So, you know, you might want to.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
Man,
but I mean, you can't control that.
I mean, I told him to chill.
So, and that's another thing to book in that. Once again, Just Hilarious is the person that was the most aggressive out of all of them. But the conversation was policed in the room. Charlamagne just said you can't control that. Like, but I don't know why you guys are so muffled that you can't hear the nuance that's being presented in the conversation. Y'all just want to be outraged. Maybe y'all didn't see that clip. I don't know. But he just said it. Everything that I'm hearing people say, you can't control your chat. People saying that. And I did have this clip in my original video, but it's like, bruh, nigga saying it right there, you can't control the chat. And he's also admitted that he was moving crazy himself back when he was younger. So this was a typical Breakfast Club interview in my opinion. And once again, Jess was pressing really hard. If anything, but she's not the skilled interviewer there. It's Charlamagne and DJ Envy who's been doing it for a long time. But to continue, bro, Neon, don't let your audience allow you to play victim. When you know back in your days you was an agitator, and back in your days was probably just 2 years ago. You growing, that's cool. Continue growing, but come on now. Just don't feed too much into that shit. Be excited that people are riding for you in that type of way. And I hope that shit grows and leads to a lot of viewership and the transition to Switch be smooth for you. Get a whole lot of bread when it comes to that shit. But for the haters of the Breakfast Club, this shit ain't gonna bother them. This shit like swatting a fly when it comes to the backlash for that. These motherfuckers done been through so much shit. Y'all naming the shit they been through. So this interview won't be nothing to do anything to damage their reputation or their viewership. So they'll be fine. It's 2 totally different audiences, and that's the beauty of social media, the internet period. Both demographics could thrive without needing each other. So once again, I think the interview didn't make sense. I don't know why Neon wanted to go on there. It would have made much more sense, and it would have been a much more cooler situation with Charlamagne being on Neon's platform, which Charlamagne was cool with doing. That would have been a smoother look. And also Charlamagne has been very cool in regards to giving love to the streamer community. He's very cool when it comes to that shit. I think that would have made more sense when it came to that shit than him going to the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne is very good on other platforms. He could be a chameleon when it comes to that shit. He's one person. When it comes to the Breakfast Club audience, they don't travel with him. For whatever odd reason, the Breakfast Club audience doesn't travel with him. Like Charlamagne has a podcast with Andrew Schultz. That's a totally different audience from the Breakfast Club audience. So he's able to adapt to different people. So that would have made much more sense though. I think Neon just wanted to have a big splash as far as where he dropped his trailer, where he put the news out, and it just didn't work out for him. Now to Adin's point, I'm gonna give this point to Adin. Your PR, your publicist, she messed up. Sorry, Brandy, but you didn't do a good job as far as prepping him for this interview. You know how the Breakfast Club is, and you know his past. You should have prepped him. You should have prepped him. And he wouldn't have been blindsided. The Breakfast Club don't give a fuck about holding any punches when it comes to interviews. If you tell them shit not to ask, they're going to ask it even more. Like say for instance, the situation with Tyler going on there and not wanting to be asked about the Cas and that we friends though shit. And Charlamagne was like, shit, nah, I'm finna ask for sure. That's how they get down, bro. It's hard hitting questions on that end from that radio show. And that's why they fans love them, because they feel like they're gonna get some realness from it. Even if they don't agree with it, they're gonna think it's authentic. So you guys may say it's unprofessional, but their fans don't care for professionalism on that level. They want authentic conversations that may get testy. Emotions and tension may rise. And that's how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like a complex interview. Y'all know the one they go tie on shoes and shit, or the Speedy interview. Speedy's cool, he's chill, not gonna be contentious. Or Big Boy, not gonna be contentious. Like it's so many different platforms where the hosts are not contentious. They just try to ask you cool questions to get to know you. But Breakfast Club, they've never been that. That's not where their bread is buttered. Their bread is buttered by being controversial. That's that right there. The PR should have prepped. But hey, man, that's my thoughts on the situation. Good luck to Neon over there on Twitch. And it is what it is, man. Let me know what you got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo,